My friends, there's no question that we're going through very challenging and difficult times. Many of Achenu B'nai Yisrael are not well. A number of people have passed away. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of families that are sitting Shiva Nebuch. It's an Eis Tzara, there's a Gzar Din. Mitzvah Hashem should have Rachmanis. But each one of us has to have our own personal takeaway lesson that we have to improve somewhat, that we have to change. The greatest challenge, I think, is that after this virus is over and we all go back to our daily so-called quote-unquote normal life, back to yeshivas and shuls, the question is, will it be same old, same old? And if it is, that would be the greatest tragedy of all. So we have to show HaKadosh Baruch Hu that we get the message and that we're going to change. And I would like to take the next few minutes just discussing with you, my friends, the topic of Kavod Beis HaKnesses. We know that this has been a ubiquitous problem over the centuries since shuls were built. Unfortunately, there hasn't been appropriate kavod. People talk in the middle of davening. Tosas Yontif wrote a special Mishnah Berach for that. We find that the Machaber of Yosef Cairo himself in the halachas of Chazoras Hashat says those who speak during Chazoras Hashat's Godol Avoni means so. The same words that Cain used when he killed Hevel, that my sin is too great to bear. That language is not used anywhere in Shulchan Aruch except there. So we see that obviously this concept of Kavod Beis HaKnesses, of talking in shul, these are Dvarim Sha'omed Berumo Shel Olam. In the Sefer Chavetz Chaim, Shmiras HaLoshen, in the Dirshu edition, he brings from the Tzlach, from the Noda B'Yehuda, an amazing thing. He says, we know HaKadosh Baruch Hu, since Churban Bayis, the Shekhinah is not here. However, there is one place where the Shekhinah resides. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hishalonu Birachamav Makom Shekhinah Shoira. There is one place, and that is what? Ve'elu Bate Knesios. Those are our shuls. Ve'elu Hamedabrim Beis HaKnesses, and those who talk in shul. Eilocha Moired B'Malko Shel Olam Be'Cholo Ulafon of Godom. He said, there's no greater rebellion than for a person to talk in the middle of shul in front of the Melech Malkei HaMlochim. V'zemetame Avir HaKadosh. This contaminates the holy atmosphere. And then he says, incredible, Ki zemayim tzelem b'hechel. It's like putting an idol in the hechel. It's like putting an idol in the shul. Such powerful words from the Noda B'Yehuda. Now I understand we might have a very hard time connecting with this emotionally, to really feel that way. But at least intellectually, we should understand that this is what it is. There's an amazing medrash brought by the Pardes Yosef in Parshas Vayera, where he writes, where the Satan comes along to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and says, Hashem, the Jewish people are a bunch of ganovim. So Hashem says, do me a favor, leave me alone. Go to the non-Jewish world. They're much worse. He comes back and he says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Jewish people are involved in Gili Arroyos. He says, please, I don't want to hear it. Go to the non-Jewish world. You'll see it's much worse. Then finally comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and says, Ribono Shel Olam, the Jewish people, they're talking in shul. They're not showing proper Kavod Beis HaKnesses. And here Hashem is silent. He can't say anything. Because unfortunately, in the other houses of worship, there is kavod. There is no talking. And therefore the Satan is able to prosecute, and it causes tremendous, tremendous sorrows, tragedies for Klal Yisrael. And this is what it means when it says in the Pasuk in Parshas B'Shalach, Hashem yilochem lochem va'atem tacharishu. Moshe Rabbeinu tells Klal Yisrael, God will fight your battles, just you be silent. And the Medrash says what this means is, if you show proper Kavod Beis HaKnesses and you don't talk, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I will protect you from all your enemies, both physical enemies and invisible enemies. I'll protect you from the coronavirus. It's an unbelievable segul, if you want to use that word. It's an unbelievable protection for Klal Yisrael if we're able to show proper Kavod Beis HaKnesses. I know, again, it's hard for us to emotionally relate. I often say, it's very hard in davening to focus and to really have concentration and kavanah on our davening. But at least if we could walk into shul and say, Rabbanu Shalom, it's very hard for me to concentrate. I'm not so focused. But at least I want to show you demonstratively that I understand that I'm a Mamakom Kodesh, and I'm going to at least show you the proper respect. And I'm not going to talk during davening except to you. And when it comes to cell phones, I'll try to make sure they're not in. And if they are in, they're going to be off, not on silent, not on vibrate. Because if they are, then we text and we email. This is an unbelievable schus for Klal Yisrael. So, my friends, take the challenge. Take the plunge. And go to the website, stopthetalkinginshul.org, and sign up. Now is the time of inspiration. We've been suffering from this for who knows how long, but now because of this tremendous gzar din that all the shuls have been closed, we can't wait to get back. We can't wait to say Amen Yeheshmei Rabbah. We can't wait to say an Amen. We can't wait to hear Kriyas HaTorah. Maybe this will be the impetus to move us to finally make that commitment that I'm not going to talk in shul. And this will be an unbelievable schus, a schus for ourselves, a schus for our families, a schus for Klal Yisrael. There should be Yeshuas, v'nechamas, u'refuos. This should bring us the Geula Shalema and Mashiach Tzidkenu B'mehera v'yameinu. Amen.